elephant in the room. She's still a brown lady that's got to try to win in a party that is deeply anti-immigrant. It's still a challenge. I don't see how she becomes the nominee of that party with Donald Trump still around. I can't picture it happening. Maybe it could happen. Ron DeSantis' only argument for staying in it is he's the white guy, that he can still make the appeal to white immigrants.
Joy Reid, I like listening to her and watching her, bro, but she got to do some of that wig, bro. I don't know if she has anybody like any black, like, you know, makeup artist, somebody doing that.
I hear that's a struggle in the entertainment.
Yeah,
they
I
don't
can
have a lot of, you know, people in the back that's familiar with.
Yeah, ever since they did that thing to Shannon Sharp, bro, I've been like,
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
that was bad.
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? So I be looking at her wig sometimes. It's hard to like to really listen to it. But to her point, I don't think Joy Reid was completely right, because not a lot of people even look at Nikki Haley as a brown lady.
Yeah, like until I learned her real name, like I ain't even know that she was Indian.
Yeah, the only time I ever hear about her, you know, doing anything for her is like saying she's Indian is to use it for like a minority type situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only time
When she pulled that card out.
Yeah, she just pulled that card out or whatever. But
then she's Nimarata.
Yeah, then she's Nimarata. You know what I'm saying? I'm a brown lady. You know, she do that. So and some after I understand where Joy Reid is coming from, but I think it's just in that state they looking for men and not a woman.
Yeah.
I think that was more of a sexist thing than a racist thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think a lot of people found out that she wasn't. But then again, people was riding for Vivek, but he's also a man, so.
Yeah, but he dropped out too though.
Yeah, he did.
So again, I think that's more so like she's lucky that people really don't identify her as a brown lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think she would have been?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she knew she was doing when she changed her name.
She do.
First of all,
she didn't change it. She just go by it.
Joy Reid lives in a different America than I do. I mean, yes, I'm a brown girl that grew up in a small rural town in South Carolina, who became the first female minority governor in history, who became a UN ambassador, and who is now running for president. If that's not the American dream, I don't know what is.
Are you a racist party? Are you involved in a racist party?
No. We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. Our goal is to make sure that today is better than yesterday. Are we perfect? No. But our goal is to always make sure we try and be more perfect every day that we can. I know I faced racism when I was growing up, but I can tell you today is a lot better than it was then. Our goal is to lift up everybody.
No, that's just false, man.
Come on now.
One thing, what you saying, bro, you just admitted to some degree that you and Joy Reid, though you didn't clarify, I don't know what you exactly mean, but how I took it is you admitted that Joy Reid and you live in two different Americas. So if there's two different Americas and this person over here is saying that you probably lost because you are the brown lady, and you're saying that I live in this America where I became these things, and as a brown lady, who's right?
Yeah.
Who's right? Because you don't look like a brown lady. Joy Reid is
Joy Reid look like a brown lady.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you like when you say stuff like that? Like, do you not understand? Like, you the reverse Rachel Dozer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she go by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The other black lady.
Yeah.
The other brown lady.
the other brown lady.
You doing the reverse Uno card of that? Like, bro, nobody knew you was brown. And because you go by Nikki Haley, that lets you know that your base in particular does not rock with that idea or that name or that status you hold.
I think she might say it's just easier for people to remember.
My name is my name.
I think it would be foolish to not believe that she changed that for a strategic reason.
She didn't change. She just go by that.
Well, to go by that. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand it is easy to go by, but also, you know what I'm saying, Vivek ain't do that. Ramaswamy. He also came in the game at a different time. She been in a game pre-Barack Hussein Obama.
Yeah. So let me ask you. That's crazy. Let me ask you this. At what point what year did you know that she was Indian? Or she had
that was very recent. When I learned her name was Nimarata. That's when I learned she was Indian.
And she keeps saying, I'm a brown lady, this, that, and that. Nobody identifies you as a brown lady. The problem with humans is if you look like something,
then you are that. And if you carry the characteristics of that and you look like that,
then you're gonna be identified like that.
If you carry our traditional Western values, our traditional Christian Western values. We'll let you
White
get by.
value.
Yeah.
Then we gonna let you gonna pass. Like you cannot tell me like if you put her in a lineup of other Indian people, you be like, yeah, I know, yeah, she's the one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's definitely Indian. So it's like, bro, like I don't like that she's even using that. And then you admitted that there's two different Americas or two different worlds that you and Joy Reid lives in. And Joy Reid clearly understands that there's racism. But for you to even say that there's no racism or the country has never been racist is stupid on your part because that's not even something he asked you.
Yeah.
He asked you, are you a part of a racist party? And for you to say
to go on the spiel.
To go on the spiel.
When no would have did it.
Nobody, no, you was doing good up until that point.
Mm-hmm.
This is the day after Martin Luther King Day. This video came out on the 16th, on a Tuesday.
Wow.
So, and Martin Luther King Day was the 15th, that Monday. And you out here saying that it was never racist?
Never.
So what did he get shot for? What did he get shot for? Martin Luther King died in like 1968. 1968, 1969, somewhere right. It was like April something.
After the Civil Rights Bill was passed.
After the Voters' Right Bill was passed, and a year or 2 years before interracial marriage was legalized.
The most interesting thing about what she said to me is now we have to establish what a country has to do to be classified as a racist country.
Oh, please let me go first.
Okay.
Let me go first and just say, for me, and this is just for me, there's 3 things, and 2 out of the 3 things came from there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the one, just the one for me. The one thing that a country has to do to make itself a racist country is to have laws that go against a certain race.
Which they absolutely did.
Would you say that would be?
That's a big one.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
a big one. Which they absolutely did.
So if you looking at like America, let's just go. I'm not gonna go back to slavery. I'm not gonna go back to 3/5.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I don't
even
need to
though
go
we
back.
could.
We could because
she used the word never, which includes all of time.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. I would do it in the framework of a time where people are still alive.
Yeah.
Right? 1965, the Voter Right Act was signed in 1965, and then 1964, the Civil Rights Act was signed, correct? To get rid of Jim Crow laws. Separate but equal, correct?
The fact that we even had to fight to be seen as equal should give you some indication of what kind of country
Jim Crow laws.
And then what I like to point out to people is not like that we as America at that time came together and was like, you know what, it's time for a change.
They fought against that.
They fought tooth and nail. Oh, this is not necessary.
That's your boy Jerry Jones. What he was doing with
Jerry Jones out there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Cowboys can't win.
Decided what he was doing out there, but he was out there.
He was out there. I don't know what he was doing.
He was out there.
But he was most definitely out there.
And my qualifications are you either have to be one or the other or both of these things to be racist. And as one, you either have laws on the books or the majority of your population has to be racist. And for me, we checked both of those boxes off.
What's the third one?
That was it.
You gave me another one though. What was the other?
All I said was one or the other or both.
Like the other day when we talked about it, you gave me two. You gave me 2 more. Well, you gave me 2 after the one I gave.
I probably did.
I don't even remember because the other one was good.
Yeah,
but I'm cool with that. That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I think you said something about systematic thing, like those in power, kind of like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, though it doesn't have no words in it to say that this is racist, like black and brown people get 20% more sentence time than their white counterpart.
That's systemic racism. What I was describing.
Okay, you talk with the majority. Okay, I took it as people in power or a system that is racist. Though it's not a law, people in those places are racist, so therefore it affects the majority.
That also.
Okay,
you know so your sentiment in the country may not be racist, but if the people at the top don't have a problem benefit from racism, then you got a racist system. I'm sorry. Like,
okay.
If they're the ones making the laws, like for now, like you see now that how instead of us as the people are deciding what is best for our country, we're now at the point where the politicians are telling people
what is best
what's best for you.
And then the corporations are telling them what's best for the people.
And that's why I see where people like can't see that.
No. But I understand, bro. But like with what she did, it was just dumb as a politician. That was just dumb.
Yeah.
For one, you open up the door when you do stuff like that. You open up the door instead of you standing on your name and your heritage. Now that it looks like that you hiding, now you give room for Trump to make fun of you about it. Now people who didn't know about it, like
They don't know
ourselves,
about it.
now they're gonna like,
Yeah.
oh, she's Indian.
Yeah.
Instead of us already being introduced to that and being comfortable with that,
Yeah.
now other people like your base who know that now is gonna pull away from you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't stand on it, you've been
Mhm.
hiding. When you look like you hiding something, you look guilty of something, even though you
Do
haven't
think
done
this
nothing.
might prop her up though?
Hmm?
If this does, because she is second. She is second in the running, ain't she?
Yeah,
Or did
by
she
a large
drop-
margin. I think she was
yeah.
like 36 in one state, and I think Trump had 51%, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you a second, but
Yeah.
what does second mean to?
I mean, we know
You know
what
what I'm
that
saying?
is.
But even that, let's say I'm a swing voter
Mhm.
or I'm a black conservative, which some people in my family are. Some
Yeah.
people in my family are black conservatives, but and they older.
Yeah.
My mom is 60 in her mid 60s.
Mhm.
My grandmother is still alive. She's like 90.
Mhm.
She remember those times. She can tell.
Yeah,
she
you can't tell somebody that was like,
there.
you know what I'm saying? My mom, like your mom, was born before they desegregated school. You can't.
Yeah, you can't tell them that.
You can't look in the camera and say America was never racist. It's like, what?
That's
Come
crazy.
on, son. Like, you bugging.
That's crazy, bro. For you to even utter anything like that, to say that it was never racist. And for me, like, bro, when you have, and again, to go back to my point, when you have a country who has a House, Senate, and the president who has assigned bills after being voted on by the majority of people who represent their state, and they was voted in by people in that state to represent their values, and their values came up to be, hey, Jim Crow, hey, the Japanese internment camps, the wetback, Operation Wetback. That we had a program called Operation Wetback where we sent at least 1 million Mexican descents back to Mexico. 60-something% was U.S. citizens.
Crazy.
Tell me that wasn't racist.
Racist.
That's a racist.
Do you think if they found, which in some instances they did, like German cells or Russian cells in America, they would have started making white internment camps?
You know they wouldn't have that.
Nah, not at all.
Nah, you know they wouldn't.
Not at all.
You speak German, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, I don't believe
they
that
would
at
not have
all.
done it.
If you
They
got
would
blue
not have
eyes and blonde hair, you gotta get locked up. Ain't no way. That's a crazy point. If you want to look at it like that, bro, that's a perfect way to look at it. They would have never did that.
They would have never just large scale captured a group of white people like that.
Cause like I told you, I
It
think
was like 200,000 Japanese people just or something crazy like that.
No, yeah, I think it was like 110,000. I think they got reparations, which is crazy also.
That's crazy, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of Pacific Islanders and stuff like that they called. But even with that, because I've been in Hawaii, it's a lot of Japanese, it's a lot of Asian people out there. But can you imagine being Filipino or Chinese?
It's like, bro, you just think we all the same thing.
I think it was like 60% of those people was like U.S. citizens too. I don't want to lie. But I think a majority of those people was like U.S. citizens. They were like, bro, I've been here for years. My family been here.
Come on, son. We helped build these railroads that you also racistly.
Now, first of all, that was Chinese people that did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or as they said back then, the Orientals.
The Orientals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I would not be foolish enough to think that they weren't out there too.
Of course they was
if
out
they
there.
came over during that time,
of course they came
you
over.
with them. You with them.
Because that's what a lot of, like I said, well, especially in Hawaii, bro, there's a lot of Japanese people.
Yeah.
A lot of Japanese people. So I can imagine, you know what I'm saying, Japanese to California, San Francisco, where they had building the railroads and everything over there. So I can imagine that. But even then, they had executive orders on that. They had orders on that. But that was in like the 18. I ain't want to bring up that. But even during that time, was that not racism?
It's all racism.
The stuff that they did, the penny that the labor they made them go through, that's crazy. But even let's go to the Japanese internment camps in the wetback bill. Those are times that I can ask my grandmother about that.
Yeah.
So what you just did was turn off a whole base, like a black conservative base or a minority conservative base. Not only that, the fact that you're hiding your race or look like you're hiding your race.
Depending on because if you like a Jesse, what's his name? You want to be Beta, that old podcaster dude, or like a Candace Owens, they just gonna make excuses for what she said.
I mean, bro, you cannot tell me at one point America was not a racist country.
Yeah. I mean,
At one point,
if
if
you're a
just
thinking human being, yeah,
just at one point, like we can kind of like go back and forth on what it is today.
yeah.
Like, is it racist? You know, is it the fact that the police, you know, pull over, you know, black people 2.5 times more than their white counterpart, even though both parties use drugs as
Yeah.
equally as the same amount?
I'm gonna say we still suffer from systemic racism.
No, we are,
You
but
know
is
what I'm saying?
America itself racist now,
I
or
think the
we suffer
overall-
from the fact that we
Overall
can't change?
sentiment of the people, no. Is there a group out there that's still racist and it looks like rising? Absolutely.
I wouldn't say it's rising. They're just loud. They're getting louder.
You think it get louder?
I just think they louder.
I think them places that we see, they have just been like that, and we have just not been paying attention.
Yeah,
to
they
it.
ain't been that loud.
Yeah.
They've been just quietly in their corner until Trump came.
Yeah. And now they got the
Yeah,
chest out.
chest
Yeah.
out, yelling, scaring schools, book bans,
I think
all
there's,
type of stuff.
but I think there's a case to say that America is still racist. But
Okay.
that's just based on, even though the laws have changed, that's just more so based on because we're still being disproportionately affected by those laws.
I agree to that.
You know what I'm saying?
I won't even disagree to that.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing. There's an argument there.
Yeah.
But what you can't argue
Is that it was never, that it was never. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
my issue.
Yeah.
That's my issue. And again, bro, you could have said plenty of stuff.
Or just nothing.
You could have said plenty of stuff. One of the things you could have said, bro, no, I don't think this country is racist. We are not the worst. This country is not made up of our worst parts. We do have times where there are a lot of racist people that try to make us as a whole look bad, but we are not our worst.
Mhm.
You could have said that. And the one thing that you could have said, which would have been beautiful and it would have done you some justice, is just no. You could have just said no to his question, which was, are you a part of a racist party? No. And then moved on to your next thing.
Unequivocally not.
That's all you had to
Man.
do. You just got in trouble with the slavery thing on what the civil war.
Which is why I think she even went through all that, because she just doubled down. It's like it made it worse. Like you could have just, well, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I done said enough, man. That's this brown lady that she keep calling herself is ridiculous. How you say her name again?
Nimarata.
Nimarata. Miss Nimarata, man. Before that though, I will say she was doing good.
Yeah.
She was hitting stuff out the park, saying stuff like we don't want to see two old people go at it again. She was saying, we need to get back to like the politics, the real politics, education, spending, stuff like that. She was talking.
Yeah.
I was enjoying that spiel at the beginning, but then when you get to them last 2 minutes or so, it's like, bro,
Turnover.
yeah,
Pick six. Game over. Cowboys out of here.
Cowboys out of here, man. Packers,
Which is funny because that's America's team. But yeah, man, that's all I got on it, man. To me, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't see how she fixed them thin lips to say that.
I don't know neither, bro. That is a wild. That is wild.
Yeah, so
That's wild, bro. That's all I got for it.
you know
Too,
what I'm saying?
man.
Nimarata, if you want to come on the show, explain it to us.
Please explain it to me, because I don't understand. I know you just had another town hall where you triple down on it, and I think that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But check it out. I think she is good for the Republican Party, much better than Trump is, but still in denial of things that is going on around her. But that's cool.
Yeah.
That's all I got on the subject. You got anything else, big dog?
That's it.
Okay, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know how y'all feel about these comments. Has America been racist? Has it ever been racist? Has it never been racist? You let us know. I'm Tremaine Luther King Jr.
Jackson. And I'm Darius, a.k.a. Nat Turner.
This is Mind the Gap.